Hey everybody, it's Courtney from Creativebug coming at you live like we always do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm here with Michaela from Sakura of America, one of our favorite people to have on screen with us for these live shoots. So great to have you here. Happy New Year.
You too.
Did you have a great holiday?
I did. I ate too much.
Ooh, anything delicious?
Yeah, I learned how to make a really good garlic noodle recipe.
That sounds really good. You're gonna make me hungry. Okay. We might have to end this live shoot early so that I can get some garlic noodles. I love that. Are you feeling fresh for the new year?
Yeah, I'm ready to try doing a planner maybe.
I know, it's one of those things that like you think you're gonna dive in, you get all the stuff for it, and then you're like, oh God, this seems overwhelming.
Yeah, or you buy one at the store and it has stuff in it that you know you're never gonna use
exactly.
or don't like very much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you guys have been following along, we just released a DIY planner class with Faith, who was one of our Creativebug artists. And it's a pretty amazing planner. We have a couple copies of it here. It has a hardback customizable cover, and then it has 3 different downloads for page inserts. You can do a calendar, traditional calendar page, and because bullet journaling is so popular right now, and actually neither of us had really heard of that. Yeah. Had you?
A little bit, only because our product Micron is one of the things that pops up a lot when you look up bullet journaling.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't heard too much about it, but then I like kind of dived down the rabbit hole of possibilities. We did this dot grid style, which is really customizable and flexible for different kinds of layouts, which Michaela's going to share some ideas for those. And then there's also a grid paper, which I don't have in this text block. Do you have an example of it there?
I have one like this.
Yeah, so like your traditional graph paper. And you can download all 3 of those types of pages. And the other thing I love about Faith's design for this is that the text block lies flat and open, which is
that's
really handy.
Nice.
And like we said, you can also customize the cover. So this one happens to be a pattern cover, which is pretty awesome. And I did a little bit of bullet journal kind of searching, and there are a lot of options, it sounds like. But I know that you have some great pens that work for layering possibilities, thick and thin lines, brush tip lettering.
Yeah, and a lot of color payoffs, so you're not going back and forth and
I love that.
Ruining all the hard work you put into making this nice planner.
That makes sense. Yes, you don't have to have special paper. You can just use regular paper. That's so cool. I love this spread that you did for envisioning. Do you want to kind of show us how you built this?
Sure. Yeah, I just took like an illustrative element, kind of pulled from Lisa Congdon's drawing classes. So if you want to grab a couple colors, these are Koi coloring brush pens. And so they're water-based, and they're really great for blending together. You can also use them as a watercolor. They're just really, there's 48 colors, there's a lot of colors.
We use them in my service design class, the Pattern a Day class. And it's cool you said you can use them with just a water blending pen, so people who you were mentioning earlier that do plein air painting go out and do some field sketching with this first.
And then another fun thing that I just kind of figured out how to do with them is you can blend them on the tip of the marker itself. So you can add like a darker shade to the lighter one.
Fun.
And then you can letter with that. So I'll just do, so it starts out kind of dark. And then as you go, it starts to lighten up. So you get like this cool. Am I spelling this right?
Yeah. This is live, which means 1, you can write questions, and 2, if there are any spelling mistakes, you'll see them, but that's okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat. Like you can blend different colors with it and get different effects.
I'm gonna try that. Whoa!
So that's the perk of having a water-based pen.
That's really cool.
It is cool. So,
oh my God, now I'm obsessed. She didn't even share that before we started. It's like sneak attack
Forgot about it.
So cool.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do like an intentions board. Some people have it. I've seen examples where they do goals.
I love that.
So just do like envision 2017.
And do intentions.
Yeah. And then the nice thing about these is they're layering. And then another product we have that's really cool is this marker called Permapaque. So it's very opaque. You can use it to mark on wood, on plastic, different surfaces. You can try it on a lot of different things.
Cool, so you can customize your pencil box or the cover of your journal. And it comes in 2 tips.
2 tips, bullet and chisel.
Cool.
So I'm just going to make some lines here, and then I'm just going to write over them. But see how opaque it is? It's a really pretty color.
So it's kind of like a paint pen, but with no shaking and no oil, no smell.
No smell. That's the best part.
That's really cool. Love
like yours.
this.
The blue and green's pretty.
This isn't normally a color combo I would go for, but I just thought I'd go like cool since you've got warm going.
Yeah. So I guess you can just write some of your goals for 2017 on there. And
I did. I put an S instead of a
okay.
T.
Maybe she didn't put a Z.
Intentions.
So this is another product we have. It's brand spanking new.
I know if you guys love the microns, like Lisa Congdon's using them all the time, right?
Yeah.
They've got some new microns coming out because I know my problem with the microns is I push too hard.
This is for heavy-handed people. It's perfect for that.
I love it.
You can use it as like a writing instrument or as a drawing tool. So the PN stands for plastic nib. So it's very, very durable. I don't know how close you can get on this, but it's got like a really durable plastic nib, and you can just kind of see how it writes. I'm going to say try new recipes as one of my intentions.
Oh, what's my intention?
It just kind of bounces off the paper. It's really nice. It's the same Pigma ink, so it's opaque, waterproof, and archival.
I love that.
Yeah, and
contrast.
It comes in a lot of colors. And you didn't mention the giveaway yet, but we do have a set to give
That's
away.
right. So if you guys like Sakura of America, like the Creativebug page, and maybe comment and tag a friend, you can win this new set of the Pigma PN microns, which is so awesome. A set of these koi brush pens.
Yes.
And then the Permapaque. So Michaela was showing you the fat tip. These are the skinny tip, which is great for getting into the details of your journal.
Yeah, and it's good for travel because they're small, so they don't take up a lot of space. I'm going to tell myself to cook at home more because I think I go out to eat too much.
Me too.
But there's
so
so
fun.
much good food out there. Let's
Travel
see.
more.
Yeah, that's a good one. I want to do that too.
Sleep more. I need to sleep more. Maybe I'll spell things better.
I want to find new podcasts to listen to.
What's your favorite podcast?
I like true crime podcasts.
Oh, you know what was that one? Oh God, I can't think of it right now. The one where they like reinvestigate.
Oh, I don't know that one. That sounds fun too.
I'll think of it in a second, I'm sure. See, sleep more. It'd help my memory as well.
Yeah.
I tend to be like a person that like makes a lot of lists on Post-it notes and then they like wind up in a pocket and then I forget to check everything off. But I think that having a planner where kind of everything is listed is a good place.
This one's neat too because you can look back on it at the end of the year and actually check off the things that you've accomplished.
Yeah. Ooh, treat yourself.
Our first question.
Oh, sure.
Dondra wants to know, how do you win the pens?
Oh, Dondra's asking, thanks for writing in, how you win the pens. So you need to tag a friend or comment in this post as it's happening live. And probably till the end of the day, because we can pick our winner tomorrow. And then you'll be entered to win this awesome giveaway package. So the new microns, the koi set, and the Perma Opaque.
I'm going to do little doodles in here too. So one of the fun things I wanted to show you about all three of these products is how well they layer together. So like you can see the Permapaque went down pretty smooth, and then I was able to do the micron over it.
Yeah, I love that. It's really nice.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of like fun to have different textures, different ranges of color in your book. And you can kind of create your own like palette. So a lot of the things work well together, like this peach. Where'd it go? Peach Permapaque looks really pretty with these colors.
Yeah, you can kind of create a new palette. This is so fun.
Yeah, I get it why people do this. It's pretty satisfying.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have tried the bullet journal, the bullet journaling in general, and maybe you have some tips or you've worked with some of these materials and have your own take on them. Like we said, if you go down the hashtag or check out the website for bullet journaling, there's so many great ideas, but I really like some of the ones that you're presenting here. It's interesting to see how you can adapt these planners to kind of your own style and put forth like your own intentions.
Yeah, and I'm pretty visual, so this is helpful for me to kind of see like the big plan for the year. But these are just layering over the koi brush pen. So that's a water base, this is a pigment base, and nothing's bleeding into each other.
That's so
really
cool.
Nice.
So that color palette's so pretty too.
Thanks.
Cook at home. Do you have a favorite thing to cook?
Pasta. I love pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah,
We have
totally.
another question. Eliza asks, she says, you mentioned you can use the brush pens as with water. How do you do this?
Well, I don't have one with me today, but you can do a water brush or just a regular paintbrush dipped in water, and you can lay it down on paper, watercolor paper, and then blend them together. You can take like a little piece of plastic and color the pen on it first, dip the water in there with the brush, and then use
It's like
that
a
as like a
palette.
wash. Yeah, so
Totally.
they're really versatile.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't used them that way intentionally with like a water brush marker, but that's really cool that you can blend them. That's
Yeah, you can do a
awesome.
lot. Try different things.
I love that, and you can maybe even leave some blanks. So you can add new
Yeah,
kind of
totally.
intentions for the year.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Have fun with it.
I
So
love
that's like
it.
one thing you can do with these.
And you had a really cool calendar idea too.
Oh, I did, yeah. I saw that you guys had this nice calendar template here.
Yes.
So I like my month to be very visual, so you can fill in your big tasks or like appointments or something, just sort of see how busy everything gets.
Kind of at a glance, a month at a glance.
Yeah, and so I decided when I did my calendar to do just big bold numbers in all of the boxes, so
I
we
love
could do
that.
that too.
And that's with the Permapaque, is that how you start?
And I would probably do it with like a lighter color, maybe not one of the bold ones. So maybe I'll just do the peach again.
Cool. So for me, maybe yellow.
Yeah. And just go big, like big letters. You
And
do
January
this-
actually starts on a Sunday.
It does.
Yeah.
So you can go skinny side or the chisel side if you want to. There's 31 days this month.
Ooh, it's so satisfying.
It is.
You went skinny tip, I went fat tip.
Yeah, you did. And then at the end of the month, if you have leftover ones, you can just fill it in with that and make like a nice
Oh.
background for yourself. And you could take notes in those boxes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just to add some color, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, this is like exciting the 5-year-old in me or the 10-year-old or whatever.
And like I hope
Playing
I
with
don't skip any
markers.
numbers.
I know. It's all
I
live,
love
guys.
how this is all flat and you can just write over the scene. It's such a nice design.
The lying flat is so key.
You don't get that with store-bought ones all the time either.
All right, so 31 days, and then color in. Maybe I'll color mine in with your peach when you're done.
Yeah, you could do stripes or
We have some
something.
questions too, because we're live.
Yes, so Emily asks, what is your favorite pen?
My favorite
Do you have a
pen,
favorite pen?
personally?
Yes.
I'm really into the brush pens right now just because I've been doing some lettering.
Yeah.
And you can use them, like I said, to blend. You can also use them for drawing, like the ways that you've done them in your tutorials before. So they're just really versatile. So they're not just pens, they're like an art product, an art supply, and you can do lots and lots of things with them.
Yeah, they're very adaptable.
And there's so many colors. I'll show you my color chart. And it comes in this
Yeah.
box. You can have all these like 48 colors. So there's gray.
They're pretty sexy, I have to admit. We have
Yeah.
one. We have a set here at the office that I love to use.
Yeah, and there's just, there's so
The
much stuff you
grays
can
are
do
so
with it.
pretty even.
They are. So, and they're great for layering too. So you could do like a blue and add some gray to it. It kind of creates a different hue.
Nice. I love that. So
Yeah,
pretty.
So. Okay, so I guess we should put January up here. I'm just gonna do it in the same color. Or maybe I'll
Okay.
do peach or orange. Just however you want to write it. And then take one of the PNs, the Micron PNs, and just write your appointments over the number.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so like-
Oh, need the black?
Sure, you can use the black. I'll do
Okay.
blue.
Okay. So my friend Kara's birthday's on the 8th.
I'm here today, so I'll do Creativebug on the 5th. And then you have all this space to pattern too, so you can, I don't know, I'll do some like half circles or something and layer them. It's all this fun blank space to play with to like really personalize your calendar.
I know. This is addicting. I love it. It's all about like kind of starting good habits. I feel like it's
Yeah.
good to like start off. The customizable planner helps you do that. Having the right pens.
And all the colors, you can choose from all these
It's really
fun colors
fun.
and textures.
I love it. What else is happening in your month?
Let's see, I have,
Oh, I love this little.
yeah, you can do, and then you
Detail.
can go back in and color it if you want to.
I love how these all layer so well together.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And you know, if you wanted to fill in more space, you could use
a
this
chisel.
side, and it would takes up no time at all.
Yeah, I don't know what the
My
end of
friend
my
Kim's birthday is on the 15th. Hi, Kim, if you're watching.
I know there are a lot of January babies.
It's a good month. Yeah, and then that way you can kind of see like if you've overcommitted yourself or if you've got time to do like make art or something fun on the
I love it.
weekends.
Yeah, go back to your intention page or your envision page and see what you can schedule in.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of fun stuff you can do with these. They're really great.
And this is like you were saying that just one stroke would sound like a really nice opaque fat
Yeah,
layer
like I'm
of
not
color.
going back and forth or anything like
Yeah.
that. So you can do like
I really like that.
quick, satisfying, really graphic marks with these.
Yeah, super
All
fun.
right, we've got lots more
Oh
questions.
boy.
Okay, so first question, April wants to know who carries the most Sakura products in a retail environment?
Oh, that's a good question. Where can you find a lot of these good Sakura products? I feel like my local art supply store does.
Yeah, or art supply stores, craft, online. It's pretty easy to find our products online too.
Yeah.
But
I would
if-
say too that like you might have to look behind like the lockbox because
yeah, our products are really popular, so people try and get to them.
yeah. Sometimes they walk out of the store and people forget to pay. So often, like I know when I'm shopping for them, I have to get someone and it's either behind the register or maybe it's in like a lockbox with the paint markers or what have you. So definitely, if you don't see them right away, ask somebody because they usually have them. They're in a lot of stores. And then you can buy things mostly in sets and individually, right?
Yes.
Depending on the environment.
Usually.
Oh my god, this looks like Neapolitan ice cream.
Yeah, and you can go back over them with like different. Like this is a metallic silver. You can make marks over.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and layer them because they're really rich. So you can do a lot with these. A lot of people like these for like sign painting.
Oh, cool.
They're
Yeah, I
good
love
for
that.
presentations.
Our next question is, so speaking of bullet journaling, because it's very popular with the folks who are watching this, because they're commenting like crazy. They
Thanks for
wanna know-
commenting, you guys. Well, we hope to get to a lot of your questions.
So Sherry wants to know, where can I get paper for bullet journaling?
Oh, so Sherry's asking, where can I get paper for bullet journaling? In the DIY planner that which is Faith's class, which we just launched this month, there are 3 customizable downloadable pages. There's the dot grid, which is super popular for bullet journaling. This is one of the most popular types of page spreads. It allows you to draw boxes, triangles, symbols, and grid things out in whatever format feels best for you. There's a traditional calendar spread so that you can look at your month at a glance or your day. And then there's also a grid, which I don't have here, we have over there, which is awesome. So Michaela actually made this kind of exercise chart. This is like one of the styles for bullet journaling where you do these little boxes for every day and then you check if you accomplished your goal. In this case, it's walking and running. Sometimes it's drinking water for some people. It could be taking 15 minutes to just meditate. So this way to track that kind of movement and activity is great. And so we've included the graph page. So you can download all 3 of those in the PDF for Faith's DIY Planner class. Good question.
Next question. Barbara
These are so
wants
fun.
to know, is there a drying time for this?
No, we've been drying like right on top of stuff.
Yeah, I actually brought stuff to share with you guys today that's quick because I know this is like something people do, jot something down, close it, and then go. And you'd be like terrible to have smudges or something there. So I brought you stuff that is quick drying or like just easy to use and no mess or anything with a lot of color payoff still.
Which is awesome. So the Permapaque markers, as you can see, we drew with them and then wrote right on top of them using the microns. And there's not a lot of waiting for drying time.
Yeah, and if you're somebody that likes to save your journals and look back at them after years, like the Pigma Micron pens, that's archival ink. So you'll have everything you've written down for years and years to come.
I love it.
Don't forget to write your days of the week too.
Oh, right.
So I just did mine like a color block and then I'm just going right over it with the Micron.
I am loving this Micron PN.
Isn't it really
so
comfortable
awesome.
to write with and it's
Yeah.
fun to draw? Just bouncy, I really like these. Your natural handwriting's so pretty.
Thank you. Sometimes a little illegible, but I like the swing to it. So event, note. You do little keys for bullet journaling, so I'm making a little key here.
Yeah. I like that you guys have this as a downloadable because, you know, what if you do something you don't quite love it? You can always start over.
Totally.
And it's not dedicated yet, so, you know, if you bought something and had it there, it'd be kind of a waste.
Yeah, exactly. Plus you can include blank pages. You can try with different kinds of papers. This is designed for just your basic kind of copy paper because it's very accessible, it's easy to use, it lies really flat when it's folded and glued up. So it makes it just like so functional and really easy to dive in and have like a really successful year and really successful planner. Just key. Oh my God, I just love how you can do the microns like right over those Permapaque markers.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised. It's so cool. I hadn't used them very much. Can I use your blush color?
Sure. So another thing I wanted to show you with the Permapakes, you keep going there. You can actually decorate on fabric with these. So
cool.
This book here, it's blank. And I know like some people have with the fabric that they like, but you can sort of make your own pattern and do whatever you want.
Yeah,
on
let's
it.
see. That would be awesome.
I'm gonna do, let's see. And they don't run, so it's nice. There's no shaking. It's not
So cool.
messy. I'm just gonna do little triangles, I guess.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And you can go back over it for a little more color payoff. I think I'm gonna do, let's see, do black. Yeah, you can totally customize your book this way. You could put someone's name on it and
Oh,
give it
I
as
love
a
that.
gift, maybe. Write 2017 on it. So there's a lot you can do with these markers. They're super fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And you said they also work on like plastic and metal. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. And like no drying time. I know a lot of paint pens I've used before, you like really have to wait for them to dry.
Yeah, these are great.
That's so cool. Do we have any other questions?
We do. Kate wants to know, what are the little hedgehogs between the two of you guys? Like evils.
Good question. I went to my local Daiso, which is like the Japanese dollar store, and just picked up a few fun things that are good for planners that are probably not necessary, but just super fun to have. And these are little tabs. So one of the things for bullet journaling is creating an index in the beginning and then labeling all of your pages at the bottom, and then you could add these little tabs just like that, so that you have like quick references. So yeah, to answer your question. They also have like these great little kind of sticky notes and craft paper color, and you can use the jelly rolls, the Sakura jelly rolls on those. We normally use those in a lot of the light shoots when Sakura comes, and they come in like a million different styles and colors, and those are great for just writing on paper too.
So one of the fun things about these,
Oh, I love that.
you can do your spine so that you can, you know, shelve it and pull it out and have like a whole
so
volume or something.
Great, yeah, you can make one of these every year. You could even do like, if you happen to be like a really prolific writer, you could do this for a month. You could make something
yeah,
like this and just
for
do a
your
line
journals.
journal per month and then customize it on the spine. You
Yeah.
could do it as a gift. I love that.
Yeah.
You could do it like as a to-do planner for a wedding or some kind of bigger event where you really have to kind of map out everything that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
We
cool.
have these Permapaque markers in metallic colors as well. So I don't know if I
Yeah,
can show you some of that.
that sounds great.
Let's just do some edging on it. But they're really pretty. They have like a nice sheen to them.
Yeah, it's like a metallic purple. I love that.
So yeah, and I like to flip my book around just to make it more comfortable.
Cool. That chisel tip is so satisfying too.
I know.
Really nice.
We have a question from Brian from Creativebug.
Brian from Creativebug, hey, thanks for watching.
Brian wants to know if you were thinking of the podcast Serial.
Yes.
Oh.
I'd forgotten about that already. Yes. So you said you like a lot of true crime podcasts. Have you listened to Serial?
I have listened to Serial. I am listening to My Favorite Murder, and they just had their 50th episode released today. So that one's fun. They pick a theme every week, and they just talk about their favorite murder that goes along with that theme.
It sounds like something Faith is listening to, who's another Creativebug employee who made this planner. There's a lot of true crime fans around
Yeah,
here.
it's good stuff.
That's cool. I know Rebecca Rehnquist, which is another one of our artists. She's an embroidery artist. She does a lot of I think most artists listen to podcasts or something, books on tape. I listen to a lot of books on tape while I'm painting. But she loves like cooking podcasts. So I think people have like a favorite genre to listen to.
I mean, it's great living here in the Bay Area. You commute so much. It's just something fun you can turn on and just pass the time.
I love all your little doodles. Do you tend to be a doodler?
Yeah, I do. In my notes and stuff like that, or letters. I'll try and do like a little illustrative quality to it.
This is nice, this like monochrome where you've got the purple Micron PN over the
metallic Permapaque.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Show us some of your other spreads. We won't demonstrate all of them on camera, but she did some prep ones that are really cool.
I did this one we're planning a renovation soon. So I just made like a checklist of things that I will probably need to buy. I love it. And it's helpful because like I have two bathrooms I'm working on, a bedroom and the kitchen, and you can just kind of do all your light fixtures in the same store and then just check it off to make sure you've got it all covered.
That's awesome. So this is with the brush tip
That's the koi brush,
And then this is this guy with the bullet tip.
And then this is the Micron. And the grids are so fun because you can just count up, like I did 10 across here and then just drew my line straight down.
That's awesome. And then if you know anything about bullet journaling, this is kind of like a common, just the box, and then when you've completed the task, you fill it in.
Oh, that's satisfying. Yeah, and I guess you could use the koi to color in the boxes too.
That's awesome.
Another fun thing you can do with the koi when you're lettering is sort of like do this ombre effect by sketching downward.
That's really cool.
And so it creates like some dimension to your lettering.
So pretty. The brush tips are really nice. If you guys haven't used those, it allows you to get both a thick and a thin line just by pressure, which is why they're so great for lettering. Yeah. So pretty.
Yeah, and I mean, if you wanted to add some like backgrounds to these, you could do that too.
We have another question. Barbara wants to know, do the pens seep through pages?
I mean, I'll flip it over and show you what the back looks like.
Yeah, so the question was, do the pens go through the pages? And actually the Permapaques really sit on top, I think, as do the brush tip markers. I think the Micron, just when you're holding it and you're pressing hard, there's a little more bleed, but it's really good. I mean, the nice thing about the DIY journal, because you've got pages glued together, the seepage is very, very minimal. I'm using a moleskin just for kind of general calendar journaling, etc. And the moleskin pages tend to be very see-through. And I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to worry about it. But I love that in the customizable planner, because those pages are glued together, you get very little bleed through.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I can show you like some illustrative motifs you can do in the corners of your planner.
Because you can layer these in different ways other than just writing on top of bands of color.
I've been really into palm leaves lately, so just do some of those.
So this one you're using the brush pen to start?
This is the brush pen, and I'm just doing like a leaf shape.
With you.
Do a few different of my favorite greens. The greens are my favorite of the koi. There's so many and they're so pretty. I just think it's fun to like have an illustrative quality to your journal. It's what makes it really personal.
Do some leaves too.
But I'm just doing like one stroke to color this in, so it's just a ton of color payoff.
Yeah.
Let's do some gold.
So you're starting with the brush pen and then going to the Permapaques.
Yeah, and I'm just making some veins in my leaves.
God, they layer so nicely. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I had someone ask earlier about dry time. You can see it's kind of just going on top of each other pretty easily.
Yeah, there's really no waiting.
Do you have the black? I'm gonna steal
Yes.
it back. So just adding some shadows.
And it's nice too, you can do the brush pens back on top of the Permapaques. Like, they really just work so nicely all together.
Yeah, and I mean, this gold is so pretty. It dried right away. I don't know very many metallic pens that'll do that.
Absolutely, and like you said, no shaking, which is cool. Oh my God, this is so fun.
We have another question. Gina asks, are koi pens pigment-based or dye-based?
They are dye-based.
So the koi pens are dye-based.
That's these guys here.
So that means they really soak into the fibers of the paper.
Yeah,
They're water-based.
they're meant to be blendable. So you know, you don't want it to fuse to the paper right away. So they're water-based dye stuff ink.
Cool. And then the Permapaques, those are pigment-based?
Yes.
As are the Microns?
Yes, and once those are down, they stay put.
Yeah.
So they're all permanent.
So fun.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe I'll make this like my vacation page, like places I want to go or things I need to pack or something.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
You should do it too, because your
I'm
goal is to
doing it.
travel more
Yes.
this year.
This is places to visit.
So when I'm doing just a little lettering tip, I guess, on the left side of my letter, anything that's a downstroke, I'm pressing harder and getting the side of the pen.
Oh, nice.
And then on the up, I'm just kind of lightening the pressure to get those thinner strokes.
Oh, let me try that.
So just
Vacation.
pressure, no pressure. And it gets kind of rhythmic after a while. It's fun.
I'm not very good at it. I'm trying.
Takes a little practice.
I actually took some lettering classes in college, but
Vacation, exclamation point.
it's been a long time.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. You can do like a drop shadow.
Love it.
And just blend. They're so pretty.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Where do you want to travel this year?
New Orleans has been a goal. I'm definitely going to Canada for my friend's wedding in July.
That's fun.
What about you?
I'm going to try and get to Japan this year, but we'll see how that goes.
Eric, who's on our team, is going, and I'm really jealous.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun trip. The food and the transportation so easy.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Any particular places in Japan?
Anywhere there's good food.
I love it. My friend Lisa Solomon, who's also a Creativebug artist, she just came back from there. And I still haven't even seen her, but I'm dying to see what she brought back. I feel like I should be going on tropical vacations, but that's not really my thing.
Oh, I like being warm. Yeah. It's so cold here right now.
I know, it is pretty cold.
Okay.
God, your lettering is beautiful. I love that.
you.
So many great ideas. If you guys are just joining us, don't worry, because you can watch this again after the recording's over. And we have Michaela from Sakura here sharing some of her tips and tricks for journaling, bullet journaling, working in the DIY planner. And I love all the products that you brought. The Sakura Koi brush pens, which are water-based and give you a thick and thin line, great for lettering. The new Micron PNs, those aren't even out yet.
They're not out yet.
They're coming, but you can still win this, plus a set of 12 of the Koi brush pens, plus the Permapaque in the skinny, which is great for journaling too, which are nice and opaque. And the cool thing, there's like zero waiting for drying for any of these. They all layer on top of each other again and again. It's pretty awesome. So you can comment and tag a friend on the post to be entered to win that.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for all your great questions, and we'll see you guys next week on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.